Good morning, Falcons. Today is Tuesday, October 29th.
I'm Gray Maurer.
And I'm Jameson Holgren.
Today's weather. Today will be partly cloudy with a high of 78 and a low of 60.
The stock market crash occurred on this day in 1929 when Wall Street investors traded some 16 million shares on the New York Stock Exchange in a single day.
The tremendous crowds which you see gathered outside the stock exchange are due to the greatest crash in the history of the New York Stock Exchange in market prices.
Billions of dollars were lost, wiping out thousands of investors.
In the aftermath of the event called Black Tuesday, America and the rest of the industrialized world spiraled downward into the Great Depression, the deepest and longest-lasting economic downturn in the history of the Western industrialized world up to that time.
Here are today's announcements.
Hi Falcons. Today we want to discuss behavioral issues from first quarter so we can review and refresh, specifically including missing assignments, attendance, tardies, and referrals.
The attendance goal for our school is 95% or higher. Of over 1,000 students, 814 students met that goal last quarter and 277 students had a perfect attendance. Great job, Falcons, and keep up the good work.
In quarter one, we had around 130 referrals. For quarter two, our goal is to have a reduction in referrals, so we are going to do a quick refresh and reminder for expectations.
Our top issue in the first quarter included inappropriate behavior, insubordination, inappropriate language, and technology-related issues.
To avoid getting referral, follow instructions and keep your hands to yourself. Make sure to think about how your actions affect others and your future self. Avoid any behaviors that have negative impacts.
Today we have a special guest. We're doing an interview with Miss Harmeyer. Let's see what she has to say.
If a student struggled with their grades during quarter one, what would the student focus on to improve their grades in quarter two?
This is a good one. So I'll say the main thing that I saw with a lot of students' grades that were going down was missing assignments and sometimes some missing school. So that kind of goes back to question one with the attendance piece. But the big thing is to turn in all of your work. Even if you just got part of it done, anything is better than a zero. And so the big way to get your grades up for quarter two is to really focus on homework completion, making sure that you're doing any additional studying outside of school so that you can prepare yourself for those exams, and really holding yourself accountable for your actions as a student and making sure that you're paying attention in class and doing all of the work on your own, not just maybe, I've seen some people maybe copy off of friends or take some shortcuts, and that might help you in the short term, but it's not going to help you when it comes time to the exam. Yeah. And so it's really important to take your schoolwork seriously and to really focus on studying and doing everything that you can to put yourself in a good position when it comes to report card time.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
246 students had one or more failing grades, and part of this reason was missing assignments. There were 106 students with more than 15 missing assignments, but there were also 150 students with 5 or less missing assignments, which is great. The goal is to get that number to grow.
Now let's also focus on the efforts students and staff are using to meet and exceed expectations. To excel in and out of school, it's important to have high expectations for yourself and make it a goal to accomplish them.
How important is having high expectations for students here at FCJH?
I think having high expectations is extremely important. As you've probably experienced, every stage gets a little bit harder, right? And so what we're doing right now is really preparing for the next step, right? Which is going to be high school, and then the next step is college or a job, right? And a career. And so having those high expectations now really helps with your building blocks of success, and you're building all of the habits that will help you be successful later in life. So just like I stated in the earlier ones, if you're taking kind of some shortcuts or doing things haphazardly, or you're not organized or prioritizing your work, you're going to have a hard time kind of keeping up and progressing, right? And then when it comes time to, competing for scholarships or for taking some higher level classes, you may or may not feel prepared to do so if you didn't have high expectations for yourself for everything, right? For your organization, for your friendships, and just your time management. So I think high expectations is hugely important.
Yeah. What else would you like students to remember as we enter quarter 2?
Just like I said about the community piece, right?
Yes.
Is that we're a community, and so not only are we holding ourselves accountable, but we also as a team want to kind of build each other up, right? And so if you see somebody who is maybe not on their A game, kind of trying to be a good friend to them and seeing how you can help them out and kind of boost them up, because we're only stronger together. And so the more that we can do to help each other, the better. And just a stronger community that will become in the classroom, in the courts, outside in the community, just being strong Falcons and soaring together.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
While we work on getting a strong fresh start, let's take time to remember the dress code expectations, attendance, and reminders to keep the school clean.
What do you think is the best way for students to avoid getting referral, and what can students who have gotten referral during first quarter learn from their mistakes?
Sure. So, I mean, these things happen. People make mistakes. You might get a referral. The way to avoid getting a referral is to remember all the rules from the student handbook and the expectations, and to meet those expectations. Say you do make a mistake, generally teachers will give a warning prior to writing any referral. And so if you're following instructions and kind of owning that you might have made a mistake in class and say, sorry or my bad, teachers are generally going to give you an opportunity to fix your behavior. It's when you have repeated occurrences that then it gets to a point where you do get a referral. So if you can follow instructions and kind of read the room, so to speak, when you're getting a verbal cue or like a teacher gives you the eyes and you know what I'm talking about, if you can read that and then know, okay, I'm about to step over the line, let me back up so that I avoid getting this referral, that will help you out a lot. Now, say you did make a mistake, you got a referral, that's okay. The big thing is to just learn from that mistake and not repeat it, right? And to think kind of, before I do something, what could be the ramifications of this action? Which really goes for everything, not just a referral to the office, but also like, if I don't do this assignment, what is a possible ramification? If I, talk badly about a friend, what's a possible ramification, right? So there's just thinking more deeply about your actions before you do them on what potential outcomes there could be, and try to avoid any negative outcomes.
Hi, my name's Kelsey Lewis from the 8th grade, and I'm here with Mrs. Harmeyer. Why do you think students' attendance is so important here at FCJH?
So first and foremost, it's really important to be here at school every day to get the content, right? And so we're here to learn. You're not going to be able to do that if you're just checking in on Canvas or learning from your iPad. There's a lot of collaboration between students and between the teachers and the students that's so important to be here and in the seat to get. And not only is it important for your attendance for the academic side, but also culturally, it's a big part of our school community to be here, be involved, be showing your Falcon spirit, and you won't be able to do that from home. So it's important to be part of our vibrant school community and engage and soar together. So it's really important to be here as much as possible.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening, Falcons. Let's make this a great second quarter. Make good choices and have a great day.
The Falkirk Junior High Student Council will be sponsoring a food drive benefiting the Grace Care Center. This organization serves many families in need within our community.
You can bring your non-perishable items to your store class November 1st through November 22nd.
You can also purchase directly items from the wish list linked in the QR code that will appear on your screen.
The winning store class will get a party. Let's help those families out in our community. The FCJH Drama Department will be presenting this year's musical, Seussical Jr., November 7th, 8th, and 9th in the auditorium.
Come and watch your favorite childhood stories come alive as you watch Horton try to save the town of Whoville.
Tickets will be $10 and will be on sale during lunch the week of the performance, or by scanning the QR code on the screen.
Oh, the things you can think. Oh, the things you can think. If you're willing to try. Think invisible ink or a gink with a stink.
Thanks for tuning in, Falcons.
Remember to be safe, optimistic, accountable, and respectful.
Have a great day.